Well, good morning, folks. It's Richard here. I tell you what, it's a beautiful day here on Lake Guntersville. Now, this morning, what we're going to do is fish for flatheads, or just catfish in general. We could catch a flathead, a blue, we could catch a big channel cat. You never know with live bluegill. But I'm going to show you what I'm doing right here. Today, I have two rods. I have another rod out right here, but this one right here is a Ducket silver rod. It's medium heavy action, 7 feet long, and on it I have an Ambassador 5500S, and it's loaded with 30-pound test trilene, big game. And I'm just using, we got a lot of rocks out in front of us, so I'm just using a barrel swivel and a short leader. And this is a J hook right here. This is a 4/0 J hook tied with a Palomar knot, and a bluegill about 3 3/4 inches maybe long. It's a small one, so that's the reason I'm using the J hook this morning. Let's make us a cast out here. Okay, now I cast probably in about 17 feet of water, and we have some scattered rocks out in front of me. And fishing for catfish. See if we can catch a few this morning. Blue, channel, flathead, it really don't matter what. But we'll see what we come up with right here. And I'll show you my other little setup, which is a real good one right here for this kind of fishing. Now this reel right here, this is a 5500S, 5-to-1 gear ratio, has a clicker feature right here. And once that bluegill makes it to the bottom, which he should be by now, I'm just gonna lean this rod right here. My rod holder is just a bunch of junk right here that flood throwed up here on the bank. Okay, I'm in contact with my bluegill, so I'm gonna push my button and engage a clicker like that, and just lay it right here like that. That's it. And this rod is the one I want to catch a big flathead or a blue on. It's a Cadence 7.5 foot heavy action, fast tilt, 40-ton construction. But this rod is extremely light, real light. And it says heavy action, but I'm gonna categorize it as a medium heavy. It's not that heavy, but every rod manufacturer, they classify the rods the way they want to, but that's just me. Same reel, same setup, except for on this one I have a big bluegill, about that long on it, with an 8/0 circle hook, so I'm fishing bigger right here. So let's just lay it down, engage the clicker feature, and let's see if we can catch a fish this morning. Whoa. Okay. First bite of the day. There he is. That fish is in some rocks or something. Let me turn my clicker off right here, folks. So, that's a pretty good fish, too. Now, this is probably a flathead right here on that bluegill. We'll see, though. He ain't no giant, but he's a good fish. He's trying to get in my other line right here. Doggone it. Nope. That fish fought just like a flathead. Just exactly like one. Because water's still pretty cool, folks. Big old drum. And a good one, too. Quit. Powerful fish. When drum gets this size, and bigger, they're real powerful. Alright, come on in here. I thought we had a flathead about 10 or 12 pounds, to be honest with you, but golly, what a drum. This looks like a trash pile right here, and I'm embarrassed about it, to be honest with you. But most of this is from all that high water we had, and a lot of this trash accumulated in just certain spots. But my goodness, what a drum. I tell you what, folks, I honestly thought I had a flathead right there. Hard to tell the difference, but that is a big drum right there. At least we broke the ice. Let's let him go. Good fish right there. Now he'll get his air mount, but what am I saying? He got his balance. There he goes. There he goes. He'll survive. I was real easy with that fish, and I didn't handle him in the gills. It's just, that'll kill them, and it'll set up an infection in their gills quicker than anything you can do. All right, let's see what else we can get a hold to. Whoa. Whoa. Let's hook that bluegill there. Make sure there's no scales in front of that point. Now I'm using that's a 7/0 circle hook. Gamakatsu circle hook. I said 8/0. I think I did a while ago, but let's lob him out there. Now, hooked like that, he's going to go to the bottom. And once he goes to the bottom, folks, he's going to move around a little, but not a whole lot. And he's going to face up, just like this. Now, if there's a big flathead or a blue or a big channel anywhere near him, or a big drum, we'll catch him. Look here, folks. That's on a big bluegill right here. Let's let him have it a little bit longer. Okay, we're just going to reel. We got him. Circle hook, for those of y'all who's never used one, just start reeling. Now, if I'd have set the hook right there, I'd have missed that fish. There ain't no doubt about it. I would have missed him. That fish sure is fighting. He's not quick. So I know it's not a blue. It's either a flathead or a big drum. One or the other. One or the other. And that was a big bluegill. Taking a little drag. When I get them pretty close to the bank like this, I will loosen off of the drag, because that's where you'll lose most of your fish. It'll be right beside the bank. We ain't got no stretching or line when we're real close to the bank like this. I'm interested to see if we got a flathead or a big drum fish. No, it's a flathead. That's the fish I was putting a target on to start with. Of course, I don't care what kind of fish I catch as long as it's a fish. This ain't no giant, but I'm gonna tell you, you talking about fat. Flatheads have got the power. There we go. He ain't bad though. Not at all. They're all good to me. I love it. Just like y'all do. I'm no different. I'm the same. We're one of the same when it comes to fishing. There we go, old flathead. I'll show this fish to y'all because he ain't real big, but he is pretty. He's a mean looking dude too. Well, he's looking bigger. Pretty fish. Tennessee River flathead fish right here. God, he's bigger than I thought he was. A little bit. I'm going to lay him down real gentle like that, and then we'll take a look at him. He's pretty doggone good at it, to be honest. Hey, I'm talking about, whoa. I'm going to smell this little bitty flare. All right, folks. Let's check him out. That's the fish I was after. One that size, well, or bigger. Let's get him unbuttoned right here. Now, I don't like to hold them without supporting their belly right here. They're so dense and heavy, they can actually break their back if you don't support them that way. I just wanted to let y'all know that. There's no need of me killing this fish. I want to release him. It's a beautiful flathead. Beautiful fish. Okay. He's in good shape. Or she. A lot of fun right here. Again, I'm in an area that has a lot of trash right here. And it's just because of all that high water, all that flooding that we had, folks. Alright, folks, let's launch us another one of these bad boys out right here. Okay, remember now, this is a 8-aught Gamakatsu circle hook. And right here is a knotless knot. And I've in 40-pound test leaders, all I'm using today. This is a swivel. And I went to a little bigger, beefier swivel, by the way. 30-pound line. And the connections right there at the swivel are Palomar knots. So, here we go. We're going to hook him. Like that right there. There's a scale. Get it off. We're going to launch him back. Now, let's watch this bluegill right here. This is the main part about freelining. He's going to go straight to the bottom. Did y'all see that? That's why I'm able to do this. Flatheads stay on the bottom for the most part. Okay. We're going to let him go on to the bottom. Right here. But, you know, we could catch a blue. If they're in here, the big blues, and I don't know if they are or not. I'm going to pull him to me a little bit because I want it right on that ledge. Let's see what we got right here, folks. Got another one right here. Yeah. That fish kept messing around with that. That bluegill was real nervous. Let me get right over here where I land him. I don't think he's a real big fish. You can't never tell, though. A lot of times they'll start really fussing. Right here, this fish right here is going to be dedicated to Ricky Wallace.
What happened?
Mr. Swimming Bear. Oh, this is a small fish. This is about his kind right here. It's a little blue, but boy, it's a chunky little blue. And I want to show y'all something about this fish right here. God, he hit that bluegill real hard, though. Ain't that amazing? Look at that. That is a unique fish right there. Yeah. Now this is... I'm going to have to do this because old Ricky's pestering the dog out of me. Now, this is the kind of old fish right here that Ricky Wallace catches. Oh, unusual looking stuff. You know. But that fish hit like a good one. I'm not kidding you. He's still capable of feeding. Ain't that something how nature takes care of itself? And there's that bluegill down in his mouth. Now, the way I hook these bluegill, I want to point this out too. On the bottom, like I do, so they'll dive down, that is a perfect placement for a hook when you're using live bluegill, in my opinion. Remember, everything on this channel is about opinion. But yeah, that's an old Ricky Wallace fish. I gotta let him go, folks. Look at that thing. He swims funny, but now he's fat. He's feeding. Whoa. Doggone it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Huh? What's that? Oh, you talking about old man Mashburn. I know who you talking about. That's, yeah. That's aggravating this old guy that's ever been I've seen in my life. He'll come on in there when you fishing and be bank full of people trying to fish. He'll come on in there and hoard in there, and he's afraid somebody might poop, you know, and he won't smell it.
That's a good one, folks. I can't tell how big. Now, the way that fish took off, I figured it was a big one, but he ain't fighting much. We'll see. Let me get that clicker off. That's aggravating the far out of y'all. I know it is. Got to be. He ain't that big. God, he took off like a big blue, though. That's the way a big blue will take off. Yeah, let's see what we got. Now, he's going to give me a fit right here. He ain't no great budget, but he's a pretty good one. We'll take him. They don't start fighting until they get right up there next to the... I thought that was going to be one of them old big blues. But it's just the male. Alright, I got to do something with him. He's just going to twist, roll, tumble, and turn right here is what he's going to do. Quit. Now, you're done, you're done. That fish hit a big bluegill. I like them gamakatsus. I'm getting where I like them gamakatsis. That fish ugly. That's just the right size right there to bite you pretty good. Them males a lot of times are mean, but that's a male blue. But his old eyes, golly bum, he looks like an old Homer. If I was going to give him a name, it'd be Homer. Alright. Let's get her hook out. Y'all can see, I'm going to let him have that bluegill. It's a big one. Live bluegill. I blew a hit on this time of year quick. If he's there, he'll hit him. I guarantee you. Free lining like that is a great way to catch all species. Yeah. Are you going? Hey. Go on back. Main thing. Hey, man. I tell you, the best thing we can do right here. Whoa. Ow, dead, don't it? That hurt right there now. And remember, go on fishing when you can, because it's good.